What is up? What is up, guys? Welcome to Overplayed, the podcast where we have absolutely no idea what the fuck we're doing. We're here with James.
Hello, guys.
Brandon. We got Ryan.
Hello.
We got Dave.
All right, we miss Brandon.
Thanks for having me, guys. Nice to be here.
No problemo. What's up, y'all? What are we going to talk about first? I think we should talk about Trump 2020. Who's
no,
down?
thank you. No, thank you.
I'm down.
No, thank you. No on that.
Who are you?
Just fucking kidding.
Let's ease into like some new games that just came out. Astro Chain just came out today. I think Brandon's the only one that just got it out of all of us, though.
Yeah, I literally just picked it up an hour ago.
Oh yeah.
10 minutes before GameStop closed. I was that one.
You're that guy. You're that guy.
Fuck them.
Get the.
What's a corporate scheme, dude? They deserve
it. Let's see. Monster Hunter World. I want to talk just briefly about that because it's coming soon, September 6th.
That game is the shit.
Yeah.
Overhyped.
Zinogre got announced. So Zinogre is coming. Yeah. Yeah, no, right. I'm super hyped for it. I heard there's you can buy it in digital, but there's a physical as well. But inside the box only comes with a code. So
That's such a fucking.
there's no disc. Yeah, it's just a code.
Okay, so it's like it's an expansion, right? So you get to keep
so
all your shit.
Yeah.
I better be able to keep all my shit.
No, yeah, you keep your shit. Like otherwise, it's kind of
Good.
Yeah. Otherwise, they would call it like a different game. They wouldn't call it an expansion, I think. Right?
Most likely.
Yeah.
Most likely.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's dope. If
Yeah,
You guys haven't checked out Monster Hunter? You got a PS4, PC? Yeah, that shit's fucking.
Yeah.
Fucking
PC for Monster Hunter Iceborne comes out in January 2020. So.
PC plebs. For once. For once.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go into like yesterday. You guys went to a tournament. We're from Houston, and there isn't that many tournaments, but there's a few that are like weekly. This one's weekly. It's every Thursdays and Fridays. I mean Thursdays and Saturdays, but it's in Katy. Tell me how that went. What were your thoughts?
All right, Ryan, start off. You went the furthest, so you get to start off.
I mean, it's whatever.
Okay. Well, all of us, first off, barely go to tournaments. That was my 4th ever, and I did pretty bad, all things considered.
Tell me about those Game & Watch picks, bro.
Yeah. I was feeling really good, but I lost to 2 different Game & Watch. Like, what are the odds of that?
Is it just because like they played really well, or is it just you didn't know enough?
They played good. They were good players for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But it was the fact they were doing things I was extremely unfamiliar with.
They were also fucking dweebs.
Yes,
They're cool people, I'm sure.
Let's talk about the venue of that, okay?
Oh yeah, how is it like? How was it? $10 to get in?
Yeah, $10 to get in, and the place was like a board game shop,
Mm-hmm.
and then there was like
It's pretty
motherfuckers
common.
playing Dungeons and Dragons in the back and shit.
Yeah, that's pretty common. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, that's alright, but like you know,
Was it big or was it small?
it was like 20-30 people, right?
Give or take 20-30.
But how was the venue itself? Was it big?
Yeah, it's pretty big, but they could have taken more like people in, but like yeah, it was a weekly thing, and like the people there was actually really good compared to like
Yeah.
like tourney,
Yeah.
like skill wise, and like going in there, I kind of got bodied because like I didn't play for like 2 to 3 days prior to this shit, and like
Wow, 2-3 days.
yeah, like
No,
like cause
got
like
body.
yeah, I did say I got
Okay,
bodied,
yeah.
but like
Motherfucker was labbing in his trailer park.
I don't know that joke. What?
Side note.
Yeah, white people shit. I don't
Side
know.
note, if y'all trying to pick up girls, that place is the last place I want to be at. There was a sausage face. Like I counted 2 females on the back of my hand.
And that's just a yikes, dude. Like, do you even want to smash girl in the first place? Holy fucking shit.
Anyway,
please go out into the real world
Yeah,
and
that's
find
fine.
someone that is has interests outside of fucking chasing Smash Boys.
I think there's nothing.
Fuck up,
I think
Ryan.
there's
I don't
nothing
give a
wrong with.
shit.
There's nothing wrong with that unless they're like actually interested. But if the girl, like, she probably wasn't. She was probably like, because like that
they
guy.
were taken. What the
I don't
fuck? They're just there to support their boyfriend or some shit.
Yeah.
They weren't even
Yeah,
paying
probably.
attention.
I don't know.
They're playing fucking their own shit. They're on their phone and shit. What the fuck? But anyways,
They're like, what the hell is a Mr. Game & Watch?
yeah. But yeah, people
What's an SDI?
people there was like really good.
Mhm. Was
This
it
guy
like?
named Fatality won it, and like they
Yeah,
say
he's
that
like
he's
the
like a
num-
top player. And I'm like, what the fuck's he doing here?
He's like
If
number
from,
2. No, yeah, he's from New York, but he's like number 2.
Fuck's he doing in Houston then?
Falcon. I mean, some people do that.
Coming to scoop up the money.
Yeah.
What the
Like,
fuck?
I know Light
What a
sometimes goes
loser.
to like South Carolina and just like, you know, just
You know
plays
why,
in,
right?
like, I don't know.
He got to pull up his sleeves.
Imagine traveling across the country to bop some plebs in Texas.
Yeah, why not?
Say
Yeah,
that.
why
All
not?
right, I'm not actually.
I mean,
you know what? He's
Yeah,
probably.
that's what they
He
do.
probably visits some family or like friends, and then they're just like, "Hey, there's this tournament, and you want to come?"
Dude, we overheard some dude talking to him about Thanos.
man, how's that even funny?
Wait, what?
That man said, hey, Fatality, how can I be you and get all the 6 stones of the Infinity Gauntlet? Please.
I don't know. It was fun. Here, so Ryan talked. So what happened to me? I got fucking shit on. You know, I'm a Richter main. I thought I'd do pretty well. I played Pokemon Trainer first. My dumbass swapped off of Richter to Ganondorf. And wait, so did I get scammed on the map choices or what?
No,
Nah, yeah.
I fucked myself. Alright,
Yeah.
I fucked myself.
But
You know,
it was
shit
just
happens.
lack of knowledge.
I
You live and
lacked.
learn.
Yeah, dude. This is my first tournament ever. You know, it was a good experience. Well, it was a bad experience. But as Brandon said, bad experiences make good.
Good stories.
Yes, correct, correct. You know, shit goes that way sometimes.
Yeah, so you know
It's all
when you
good.
get fucked, you know that's a good story because like you know that's what James said.
Yes,
Basically, you know
it was a good.
you get
story.
bent over by a sausage fest. You know, switch to a Ganondorf. Think you nice.
and
Body bag.
at the end of the day, I still win because I'm not a dweeb.
I mean, did the venue go? Did the venue go smooth? Like, was everything smooth?
It was fucking dog shit. Okay.
It was bad.
I got gypped. Bro,
Why?
they said $5 on the Facebook event. That man said, hey, it's $10 entry fee. I was
Yeah.
like, damn.
No, it says yeah, I don't know why they wrote it weird, but it's $10. It says it, but it's like they split it up as like the venue is 5, and then if you're playing ultimate, it's 5, and if you're playing melee, it's 3. So they should have just put, instead of putting the venue at all, they should have just put to play ultimate is 5, to play melee is 3.
Where was melee?
No, it's just like in case they do a melee, you know, tournament.
Either way, we got gypped.
No, it's just,
Cool though.
yeah, it was just the way they wrote it on Facebook. It just sucked.
Disclaimer: if you're a dweeb, I'm also a dweeb. I'm just being an asshole. I don't mean anything by it. Okay, just
Yeah, you
disclaimer.
Yeah, you play
Fucking
Richter.
idiot.
We know
I'm
this.
sorry. I love
You play
everyone
Richter.
equally. So what? Castlevania's dope. Fuck you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, I play Snake.
Yeah. Tell us
Because-
about your experience. What happened? What
I
happened?
already did.
You lost to a redneck.
I already did. All right. So the person doesn't really matter,
Yeah, he
but
lost to you.
you know, since he's judgmental and all that, fuck it, you know. But yeah, I lost to this really white redneck trailer trash. That's what they call it, right? Redneck trailer trash Joker.
Sure.
Okay. And like, he was good. Like the first games, he would just like take like center stage, and he would just camp me out. And like every time I get near, he would just like back air me and wait for his Arsene to come out. He would like side B me, like you know what I mean? Just typical campy Joker shit. Okay.
Yeah.
And like every time I throw a grenade or something, he would just counter it, so he gets Arsene faster.
I mean, when you play Campy as a Snake too, that's not how normal other people like NVD. That's not how
MVD plays him like
yeah, he plays
middle,
aggressive.
like middle ground. Like he goes He goes to you. He throws grenades at you.
Yeah.
And like, who else is a top Snake player? The really campy one.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure they just keep neutral and stuff.
Yeah, but like, it's hard playing Snake with Joker because like, Arsenal always comes out so early because he can just creep counter your grenade.
Yeah.
And like, I didn't know how to deal with it because like, and he was really good too. And like, yeah, I just got bodied there. And then my second game in the loser bracket, I was fighting Ness, right? And it's the same thing. Like, it's really hard for Snake versus Ness because like, a lot of like my stuff can just be absorbed and like it heals for a lot of percent. And yeah, body.
But like at the end of the day, what separates like player skill? Like
Player skill,
Yeah.
the amount of like hours you grind in it,
yeah,
it's game knowledge.
Reflexes, hands down.
Yeah, like just the amount of times hours you play, honestly.
adapting to other play styles.
Yeah, I think that's it. I
Like-
think, contrary to popular belief, I think what makes a top player is not how good they are, it's how well they adapt to the other player.
100%.
Yeah, and that's just like the amount of hours you put in. Like, if you play a lot and go to a lot of competition, you play a lot of different people, and you'll like get more experience and know like matchups or like how people play and stuff.
So you get better at like mind gaming and shit, right?
Yeah,
That's
so
what
like
it is.
you just gotta keep playing, honestly. Like joining a tournament. Yeah, it's a weekly thing, but you know you'll get your experience in.
What
Yeah,
other
you're good.
What
Or
other
whatever.
tips could you bring? Could like would like help? Like
Honestly,
Yeah.
I feel like that's it. Like play like different people. Like we play in our little like circle, right? And we all like I guess
Mm.
like incrementally better as we play. Like you know our reflexes maybe get a little bit better,
mhm.
but we're all kind of just used to our own like play styles, so we don't really expand upon that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's really what it is. You know, just playing different people.
Yeah.
You know, it seems how it goes.
I think what Void said a long time ago, like with someone donated and asked like, "Oh, how do I get better?" He said like, you gotta do what you want to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Like you gotta control how you want the character to do, and that in turn like will make you better.
So you gotta be comfortable with your character. Maybe you gotta go to the lab a little bit.
Yeah.
But then, what truly separates a top player from just like an average player is, once again, I still think mind games, which you only learn by playing new people,
Hmm.
which is interesting. Wait, is that wrong or right? You guys are looking.
That's
okay.
good.
All right,
Execution, that has to be
Yeah.
down to the T.
it's gotta be on point.
Yes. 100%. But yeah, let me hop in on this.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, how was yours experience?
My experience. This was my first Smash tournament. Actually going with other people. So at first I felt pretty comfortable until that one white dude. Okay,
Why is it
so-
always a white guy?
It was a bunch of.
I'm sorry, guys.
Jesus
All
Christ.
right, man. We're not racist, but like they're all white. Okay, there was like 2 black guys there, like no Asians except us.
Yeah, it's Katie.
Yeah,
Katie has a lot of white
Yeah,
people.
well, there's a bunch of white people. Shit.
they
So
lack
we're not
social
really.
cues. Honestly.
We're not.
What was that?
Yeah, Brandon got his foot stepped on, and that dude didn't even apologize.
Yeah. So let me just preface by I was wearing Nike slides, no socks, for weight reduction.
Fresh.
Weight reduction.
Weight
That-
reduction, bro.
it helps. Yes.
It's a mental game.
It helps. Yeah. Okay.
And I went to sign up, and that dude was like, "Oh, I gotta play my match," and he literally just walked across me, stepped on my foot, both of them.
Both of them, not just one. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
At the same time.
or excuse me.
At the same time.
I wasn't
Both
mad,
Yeah.
but I just looked at him. I was like, "Damn, this is what we signed up for." Just a bunch of weebs.
He looked
Man.
you dead in the eye and was like, "What's
Nah,
up?"
he didn't look at me dead at me in the eye. He just walked past me.
He's just like, get the fuck out the way.
I was like,
Ha-
"Bitch."
There's no way he couldn't have felt that. Like that he didn't felt.
No, he didn't
That.
care though.
Yeah, it was just.
He's like, not my shoes.
But yeah, I got my ass handed to me. I mean, I know I'm not the best, but on my first match, I thought I did pretty well. You know, first one, There's like a 3-stock. Second one, I won that hands down. And the third one, it was pretty neck and neck. And he changed his character at the last minute to K. Rool. So he just kept like
Yeah, he just went online on you, like
pretty much
online player. He went K-Rool.
And then like I got over after I lost, cause thinking I did pretty well, and I looked at James, and I was like, "Yo, James, was my performance on the stream?" And he was like, "Nah." And that's when I dropped the F-bomb. I was like, "Fuck." I did pretty well. For the losers bracket, yeah, I got my ass handed by Isabel.
Yeah.
Isabel. And the only time I actually remember playing another Isabel
Is Dave?
was Dave. So none
That
of
character's
applied to
trash.
here.
The character's trash. I dropped that shit long time ago. But yeah, he just didn't know how to play it. My Isabel sucks too.
Overall, it was pretty fun. It was an experience.
That's good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Would you guys go again?
I would, but not to that one. I want to go to one where I can bop everyone except for Ryan. Because if Ryan's there, I'm not gonna bop everyone.
There's another one.
It's not gonna be a bunch of competition then if you just want to bop everybody.
Yeah, I wanna stroke my ego.
There's another one on Saturday, which is tomorrow. It's hosted by the top players in Houston.
Dude, we're
So
gonna do-
like Bonren, Phantom PR or something like that.
So the people that go to UH,
No.
they do
This-
go to
no,
UH though.
No, Bonren doesn't go to UH. He just plays
No, like I meant like the weekly there.
the weekly.
Yes,
What are you talking about?
Bonred. He goes
No.
there, right?
No, I'm saying he goes there, but he only sometimes. Like sometimes he's not
yeah.
there.
Okay.
But
just
he
comes to
doesn't go
collect.
to UH. Just so
He
you
just
know.
comes to collect. All right.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a Fat Bout tournament.
Are you?
Can we join?
Deadass.
No, you're
Dude, I
not.
talked to the GM today.
He
Can
said
we,
He
yes.
entertained it, bro.
Oh
Was,
my.
all he was really confused
Where-
about were the logistics.
Where would you even play? Like
Fucking
that's so.
Fat
No, like I don't know.
Bro, we got 2 TVs.
What if you got people like eating? They're just watching all of these
You
like
can,
musty ass people.
That's why we're just gonna close off one small section.
one
Okay.
section? We close
Yeah.
that shit off at the end of the night, anyways. You know, it's fucking groovy, dude.
Yeah, just
It's fucking easy.
just cap it to like 20 people or something,
Okay.
and
Yes.
yeah.
Dude, it's totally doable. It'll be fun. All right. We got 2 TVs in there. We get like I got a monitor at home. Someone else can bring a monitor. 4 setups. You know, like dude, it's gonna go down. I swear.
Hmm.
Entry.
All right, what's the
buy some
entry?
Fat fries.
When was this? When is this going to be?
I don't know. Sometime next
What's the
month.
winning like? What do you win?
Okay.
Self accomplishment.
All right. Like I said, we gotta
You
figure out the
win.
logistics.
A yearly fat fries.
You win fried avocados.
Yearly fat fries, and just for Dave,
Uh.
kimchi mayo.
Oh shit, unlimited.
Yikes!
That's 50 cents.
You guys are gonna go bankrupt.
But yeah, dude, that was fun.
Yeah,
That was good.
that's cool.
But yeah, I would definitely go to that tournament again. The only problem is like it's really far. It's at Katy.
Hmm.
It's about like 45-minute drive. Not including toll. Okay.
Mhm.
And I would go there for a multi-purpose. Okay. One, to play Smash, cause they're really good, and it was a good experience. And 2, so I could buy a board game, cause like it was a board game shop, and board games are fun.
Yes,
So-
board games are fun. What's your favorite board game?
Mine, Catan for sure.
But you're a dumbass.
All right, what's yours?
Catan.
Shut the fuck up.
Because I'm smart.
You like Secret Hitler, right?
sure,
Or what's your favorite?
I guess Catan as well.
Hmm. I like it as well. You
I
guys should
really-
play like Bean Boozled. That one's pretty good.
Never played it
There's a
before.
bunch of others, but
My
But-
favorite, yeah, pretty basic. Monopoly.
Get the
Monopoly. I don't
yeah.
know.
We don't know this guy.
I stopped playing Monopoly just
we don't know
because
this guy.
even if I'm winning Monopoly,
Yeah.
I still feel shitty.
Is
Like-
it because you
like,
don't
oh
play?
shit, you just landed on my hotel.
That's part of it, man.
Do you
I
play a
have
lot
no
of board
mercy on
games,
other
Brandon?
people, even if it takes sundown to sunrise.
Do you play a lot?
Do you play a lot of board games?
Do I play a lot of board games? Every now and then, if it's there.
Hmm.
Okay.
He's just saying that because he got a business degree.
MIS, right?
All right, disclosure.
Marketing, yes.
We don't know who Brandon is. He just came in the door and said, "Can I join the podcast?"
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, he
Like,
came to my
literally.
new house.
Literally,
Yes, I knocked on the
I was like, who
door.
the
he is
fuck
Adam's
is this? He's
neighbor.
right behind James. Like, dude, who the fuck is that on your door?
Like he was literally Adam's neighbor, and he just came in with James, and was like, "All right, just come in." That's why. That's why he likes Monopoly. He paid James $1,800 to come in for the night.
Money's money, dude.
All right, moving on. It Chapter 2 is almost out. You guys down for that?
What's the
Chapter
date
2.
for it?
I forgot. It's like next week, I think.
Yeah, I'm super down for it.
Yeah.
Cause have you guys watched it?
I have not.
You have not?
Okay. Cause
Oh
I
my
am
God.
not a fan of horror at all. But
Yeah.
for some reason, I watched it
Yeah.
and I was hooked.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
It was
Watching
really
it.
good.
I hate clowns.
I watched it 3 times in theaters, and not like because it's just because I watched it with different people. So I watched it with Ryan and Michael the first time, then I watched it with Christy, and then I watched it with Christy again with other people. But
Gotcha. Yeah, it's like one of those really popular horror movies, right?
It's
Yeah.
a
Definitely need
classic.
to check it out.
It's a classic.
yeah,
You know, everybody
for
knows
sure.
Stephen King. It's a reboot,
hmm
and yeah, it's a clown. He's in the sewers. I haven't seen the first one, but yeah, I would definitely be down. to check
Yeah.
out the second one.
It's like a clown, but it's not really a clown. It's like a spider or some shit that like morphs into like the personal like greatest fear of
hmm
the target, and the target is kids.
Yeah.
And man, kids are fucking afraid of clowns. No, that's pretty dope though. That's
Dude,
pretty cool.
having kids in scary movies is like 10 times more scary, I feel like.
having
like-
kids.
Yeah, like having kids play like the scary part, it's so creepy to me. I hate it.
Yeah, because it kind of appeals to your like inner like kid, right? It's like, oh shit,
Yeah.
I'm trying to relate
It's
to
like-
these kids, and they're going through this scenario, and it's fucking scary as shit.
It's either if they're being the ones being scared, or if
Yeah,
they're the ones
yeah, yeah,
scaring.
yeah.
I feel like it's so much like scary. And
I'll
then-
check it out, dude. I'll watch chapter 1.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I definitely want to watch it too, but I haven't watched it once, so I might watch it during probably when I get
During
home.
the previews while we're in theaters for
No.
2.
No, I mean that would make sense because that shit always takes long to start. I don't know why.
But chapter 2 is like all the kids are grown up, right?
Yeah, it's.
Oh, dude.
I thought they were gonna do one where they're like in their teens, like when they, because in the books, the black kid in the story, he like moves, and then he's actually having like I don't know, like spoiler alert, the clown, he like haunts them still while the black kid was out of town and stuff, and so like that's why he comes back and like tries to figure out like, oh, what the fuck's going on. I think that's how the book went. But yeah, I thought they were gonna do something like that, but no, they just made them grown up. I think, I don't know, unless they're trying to do a 3. I don't know. This might be the last. But what kind of movies do you guys like? What's
Dude, Thanos did nothing wrong.
see like action, like
Sorry.
so comic book movies?
Yeah, comic book movies. You know,
your
that
favorite?
Spider-Man drama. That's some
Mhm.
bullshit. You know,
Yeah,
I like
but
this.
I feel like they handle it well.
Why?
Because Sony, they kept Tom Holland as Spider-Man.
Oh,
so
they did?
Yeah, they're gonna keep him as Spider-Man.
Oh.
So just to continue his dream, and like they're gonna try to do something with the Sinister Six, like
so
they
is that
did.
gonna play into a ties with like Venom,
Maybe,
or
maybe.
because I know they left off with the Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
And they left that off a really big cliffhanger
hmm
with the Sinister Six.
Yeah, with Rhino.
Yeah.
Right.
Vulture.
Yeah.
But he was in Homecoming though, so I don't know how that would. Part.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna do it. They might restart it again, but who knows? But no, I don't think. I think it's definitely gonna be different from Amazing. I think they're gonna make it again. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like they handle it well. They're keeping Tom Holland, so I don't know. They just want to do their own thing. They just because Disney wanted like what, half the money or something, or even more than that.
Yeah.
But like, But Spider-Man with the Avengers, that shit's dope as fuck.
Yeah, it was.
Like what the?
But think about
fuck?
it. They have 5 movies with Spider-Man.
Maybe they have like a
That's
plan.
a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Maybe
lot.
they have like a plan. I mean, like if you think about it, like right now he's like the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, and that's what he's always been. I mean, that's just a fucking subtitle, right? So maybe this will be like a good thing, because maybe this, like, I know they tease like all the like Tony Stark. Oh, he's gonna be the next Tony Stark, but maybe Spider-Man is better as like a standalone hero, because that's how he kind of always was.
Yeah.
I don't know. It might be a good thing. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
I think the whole like corporate bullshit, like, oh, let's fucking, I'm gonna try and, you know, make as much money as I can. I think that's bullshit. I think really what the corporation should be doing is trying to appeal to like the fan base as a whole. But that's just me, you know, I guess being cynical.
Yeah, wishful thinking.
Wishful thinking, exactly. But as long as we get more Spider-Man movies, I'm not really that upset, to be honest. I do think the corporate shit's bullshit, but you know, it'd be like that sometimes.
Tobey Maguire. Tobey Maguire.
Tobey
2020.
Maguire.
Number 4. Come on.
Yeah, man. I like Tobey Maguire. He was cool. Sorry if I'm coughing and sniffing a lot. I'm recovering from being sick, so sorry if it annoys you guys.
It's okay, Adam. Don't worry. I'm always sick. I'm sick of the mind. But anyways,
Wait,
Oh,
Ryan,
shoot.
what were you about to say? You're about to say something before James.
No.
Oh,
sorry for interrupting.
You've been doing that whole time, but anyways, you know.
Puta.
what about you guys? What kind of movies do you guys like?
Me?
Yeah, sure.
Me, I mean, I know it's gonna sound really basic, but action. as a
Yeah,
dude,
action. I love action.
Action. Anything that just gets your brain on like a 1,000 IQ wave. Really. Like, I don't know if y'all seen a lot of Denzel Washington movies.
Oh yeah, I've
I
seen
love
them.
his movies.
Man on Fire, right?
Man on Fire. is
Man on
really
Fire was good.
Training Day, one with Ethan Hawke, and another one. What's that one movie? American History X.
I've heard of that. I don't know if I heard any good things about it though.
It's really good. It's a classic.
I feel like it's low key.
really low key.
Yeah.
It's like about like an anti-Nazi, and he's trying to get his son on like a different path other than him, trying to be like an anti-racist.
Mm-hmm.
It really, all that ends up with him is just getting killed. But there's more to it. It's about racism and mistreatment of other people. But yeah, definitely check that out if y'all got spare time.
Is he your favorite like actor, Denzel?
Denzel, hands that one of them.
Mm-hmm.
One of them. Second to that has to be damn, I forgot that one dude. But yeah, Denzel Washington is definitely up there.
That's cool.
Shawshank Redemption. Have y'all seen that?
Mm-mm.
Check it out. Check it out, fellas.
The action movies that I watch is like kung fu movies.
Kung
like,
Fu movies.
Yeah.
That's my shit right there.
Y'all
Yeah.
like Kung Fu Hustle with
Yeah, Kung Fu
Stephen
Hustle.
Chow?
was good.
That's
Stephen
more
Chow.
comedic than
Yeah, but
actual kung fu.
it's still good. I love the idea of like those three heroes, like the kicking guy, the punching guy, and the staff guy. I thought it was pretty cool. It was dope, and it was like the comedy was like on point. I don't know, it was like its own unique kind of thing. And Shaolin Soccer was
Yes.
good too.
Shaolin Soccer.
Shaolin Soccer, like Stephen Chow as a director, his commercials were even like hilarious.
Yeah, whatever happened to like those kung fu movies where like it's not as serious. It's kind of serious. I'm talking about like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, where like they're flying and shit.
Yeah, I think it's just like that age is
Yeah, but
over.
Would you
Those
consider
were-
like Rush Hour, like a comedic
That was-
kung fu? Or
Yeah,
Yeah, that
it's
was
like
that was,
comedic
that
kung
was
fu.
yeah,
Because
but
it's still Jackie Chan. His kind of like fighting style in movies are
Yeah.
like comedic in a way where
Yeah, it's
he would
definitely
use like his
clowny.
surroundings. He's just clowning on them.
but I'm talking about like like Jet Li shit where like they're just like flying 50 feet in the air and you know what I mean? Like bamboo sticks breaking and shit.
That
Too
was
many
only
pieces.
in one of them. That was like, it wasn't even like he was like flying like 50 feet out in the air. I think you're talking about
No, I'm
what's
talking about like that style, not just like
That style?
one movie. You know what I
Oh.
mean? But
Yeah,
yeah, those
no.
were like my shit. Even if it's like a bit more serious, that's cool too.
I don't think it's it fit like Western,
Yeah,
style.
Karate Kid was alright. I think that was James' favorite. With
He liked the
Smith.
Jaden Smith one.
I didn't watch either, dude.
Wow, the
I'm
first
out
one
of
was
the loop.
good.
No Karate Kid.
Not
What
even
about
the
you?
OG or the one with Jackie Chan and Jaden Smith?
Nope. None. I don't know.
What about you, Ryan? What's your favorite kind of movie?
I like good movies. Like
Come
that.
on, dude.
What I mean is, I'm not attracted because first of all, I don't watch movies much.
Mm-hmm.
The only movies I watch are literally recommended by me. That's what I mean. Like Brandon just mentioned Shawshank's Redemption.
Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah,
yes.
I'll watch that now because before I would not have, but since he recommended, I would.
Mm.
Like I don't go to movie theaters just to watch like 2 hours of my life thinking maybe I like it or not.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
like going through that.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I like literally all genres as long as it's good.
Okay.
Like-
If someone like recommends it
Yeah.
to you.
Yeah.
What'd you think of I really like this movie, so probably it's like fucking dumb of me to not remember the name, but we watched it. It was a horror movie. It was a family, and then there were like there were clones.
Oh wait. Oh,
Us.
us.
Us?
Us.
Us.
Yeah.
Us. That
Yeah.
movie was good as fuck.
Yeah.
It
Did
was
you
a
watch
horror
Get
movie.
Out?
Huh?
Did you watch Get Out?
No, I gotta watch Get Out. I
Yeah.
really like
Yeah.
what's his name, Jordan
Jordan Peele.
Jordan Peele, dude.
Yeah.
That guy knows how to direct movies.
Yeah, he's
Because
pretty
that
good.
movie was like, while like scary as fuck, and I had to like shut my eyes. At the end, there was a very like kind of like philosophical message, and I like movies that make you think. You know what I mean? Like, fuck, I don't want to spoil it, but that movie was like, the main message was, you are your circumstance, and that's like deep as fuck, dude.
Mhm.
I was like, holy shit! Like I could be totally different person, you know?
Yeah, you know, instead being racist. If you
Man,
were to
but
go to a,
But that's why the movie was so good. What do you mean?
if you were to go to a, you know, a not white school, maybe you wouldn't have been so racist.
I mean, fuck. If I grew up in a trailer park, I'd probably be that dude that bopped you.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Hey, just be like that.
Yeah, just be like that.
Alright, but anyway, yeah.
I love me some Quentin Tarantino movies.
Inglorious
Oh,
Bastards.
Inglourious Basterds is my favorite from Quentin. Right next to, I actually really like Pulp Fiction.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, Pulp Fiction's good. And then Django would probably be
Django's
next.
really good too.
But I really want to watch
Django?
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh, that one's new, right?
Yeah, that one's new.
We got
And I haven't watched Hateful Eight either.
That one's really fucking.
That
good
one's really
too.
fucking
That
good.
one's
Oh,
a
yeah.
mind fuck.
Dude, I really want to watch them. Like Quentin Tarantino, best director for me.
Probably.
And a lot of people like what the guy that does like Dark Knight and Interstellar. What's that guy?
Christopher Nolan.
Christopher Nolan. Yeah.
dude.
His movies are like top tier too, but everyone says that. You know.
Sorry, Adam told me to talk into the mic.
You're breathing on it.
Yeah, you are breathing on it.
I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah.
My apologies. I'll stop.
No, you're just like deep throating the mic. You're like.
Mia Khalifa.
Anyways,
What about you, Dave? What kind of movies you like?
I
Kung
just
Fu?
said it.
Kung Fu?
Yeah, you told me.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Triple X.
Yeah.
That's what he
Triple X.
likes.
Oh, dude, Christy loves Triple X. I don't know, cause she loves Vin Diesel. Hey, have you ever seen like any of like his other movies?
I've heard of like Riddick.
Yeah.
Riddick, the
that
one
one.
where he's like on Mars or he's on like outer space.
Yeah. There's also the pacifier. He's like a babysitter, and he's like, I don't know, some like secret agent kind of thing. That one's more of like comedic, but it was pretty good too.
Okay.
I think we're gonna take a short break right here. I think it's a good time. It's been 30 minutes. We'll be right back. And we're back. Sorry about that little break. You guys got any topics that you want to talk about, Brandon? Since you're, first time here.
Yeah. So, since all of us, I mean, not really me, because I'm a special guest, but we're all gamers here.
Gamers.
It's one of our hobbies. We live and die by the console, PC, whatever.
Console. Dude
But yeah. console. What was y'all's earliest memory, and did that ever like get y'all into video games?
my earliest memory, Sonic the Hedgehog. Green Hill Zone's easy as fuck. Marble fucking dumbass zone. That shit was hard as fuck. They had like lava and shit. Fuck that. But
Did you
yeah.
finish it?
Fuck no.
Oh.
I was a fucking baby. I didn't have the reflexes that I have now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That shit comes with time. But yeah. And then I got a GameCube, and then like that first game that I like finally got into, Luigi's Mansion. You know, you walk around the mansion, you get like the fire power up, the ice power up. That shit was dope. Yeah. I don't know. And ever since then, it's been a ride, dude. It's been a fucking ride.
Yeah.
How'd you get the game? Did your parents ask you? Did you ask your parents for it?
I was just spoiled as fuck, and they were just like, "Here, have a GameCube." So that was dope.
Oh, the GameCube was your first console?
It was like the first one that I like spent an extended amount of time on.
Okay.
You know? Yeah. When was that? When was the GameCube? 2000?
I don't remember.
Early 2000? Yeah. I didn't even have Melee back then. I was just a casual player.
Okay.
Yeah. How about you guys?
So, the first games we were playing, actually, it wasn't very conventional at all. When we started playing games, we were at the Philippines, right? And, like, unlike James, where, like, he was playing single-player games. I'm not saying that's good or bad, but it's just...
I
was
play
playing-
multiplayer games to body people.
But anyways, sorry for the rude interruption. We started playing at a LAN, like this is LAN computer area. We didn't have console until later on, but we played like Counter-Strike, Battle Realms, Warcraft 3. That was the stuff that we grew up in, like, to play. That's probably why we were like competitive, because like we started playing with other people, like older than us, and yeah, that's the first time I played games. And then when we do have console, it was a PlayStation. So it was a PlayStation, but I've never heard of Nintendo before until moving to America. Like, I'm not even joking. We have never seen or heard of Nintendo in the Philippines.
So it was all PC.
I mean, we know about... No, not PC, like PlayStation. We were, like, big on PlayStation. Like,
PlayStation, Xbox. Well, Xbox was...
What he's
Yeah, it was
saying
out.
is that we grew up in a rough, very poor
Yeah.
part in the Philippines, and Nintendo, any console, is a super luxury, and we never even like come close to thinking about them. Like, we're introduced to it. That's what he's saying. But yeah, like,
Gotcha.
but my first gaming experience was it was actually PS1 from what I recall. We played like games like Bomberman, Crash, blah blah blah. But yeah, it was the gaming cafes that we really got playing into. Like, Diablo 2 was the biggest game at the time, and yeah, and
Counter-Strike.
that's what I played.
Counter-Strike Source.
Ever since, yeah, just kept playing whatever.
That's cool. I had the Game Boy, and the Game Boy Color was my first thing, and I played Mario Tennis. That was my first game, and I don't know, that game was amazing to me. It's still amazing. Like, I emulate it and I still play it. It's so fucking amazing.
On the Game Boy or the Game Boy Color?
Game Boy Color.
Oh, what the fuck?
Game Boy Color is my
That's
first.
crazy.
I didn't have a Game Boy.
That's crazy.
But
Wait.
yeah, it wasn't like I didn't play like Tetris. I didn't start on that. I'd start on Mario Tennis. I think Tetris is too old for me, anyways. But like, and then I played Pokemon, the card game, not Pokemon, the card game.
Okay.
I played that first, and then my parents bought me Charizard
They
Red.
bought you a Charizard card?
No, they bought me Pokemon Red,
Oh.
the Charizard Red. Yeah.
Damn. My first Pokemon game was Ruby, to be honest.
Okay.
I'd like borrow my sister's like Pokemon.
You never played any of the
Silver?
old ones?
And I literally would just ride around on the bike. I know that's like.
That's super luxury.
Yeah, dude. Like, I'd ride around and be like, oh shit, I'm going so fast. I don't know. But yeah. Pokemon's fun. I'm really into RPGs. I know Ryan is
Yeah.
too.
Final Fantasy was where our first games too.
Which one?
We had FF7
Seven.
Oh,
and FF8 and 9, all PS1. Yeah.
I'm really debating on whether I should buy 7, like the old 7 on the Switch, and then 8 remastered comes, and
Yeah.
that's only digital.
dude, 8 is just a card game.
Triple
It's just a
Triad.
card
Yeah.
game. Hey, it's a good card game.
Yeah, I like Triple Triad.
Dude,
It's fun.
That shit's fun
But,
as fuck.
Why don't you ever play me in 14 Triple Triad?
Man, I ain't got time for that.
Whatever.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, I
Yeah,
could
you
make time. but it's
fucking
like,
loser.
Yeah, I am a loser.
Yeah, we grew up on Final Fantasy, Metal Gear. What else? What else?
No.
Like other RPGs, Dragon Quest.
Y'all done played Dragon Quest?
I remember 8 back then.
8. 8 was on PS2.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're
like back
straight.
then.
That was back then.
How old
No,
is a
10 years
PS2?
ago? 10 years ago.
Okay.
That's not back then. Back then it's like.
But yeah,
Like
we
a
play a
long
lot
time
of co-op games though. I forgot the names. There were a lot of gems.
Yeah.
Like there was Tomba. No one knows what that is.
Yeah.
But even I forget the name. Like Breath of Fire. Legend of Mana. Yeah, there's a lot that we just forgotten.
Did you play you played the old school Parappa, right? Parappa the Rapper.
We didn't.
Oh, okay. I thought you did, cuz you have the game, but like the remake or whatever. The port.
What about you, Brandon? What was your first gaming experience?
My first gaming experience. It's gonna sound really shady, but back then when the PS1 and Dreamcast, it was like you can easily download files and just burn CDs. Right,
Oh,
so
yeah.
I had one
I know,
cousin
burning
who would
CDs.
just have like a binder full of them, and he would have like a little rental service kind of type.
He's
So
one
I
of
would-
those.
Like he would have my
Okay.
name,
Okay.
and I rented out Rap the Rapper. This
All
and
right.
that.
Small little hustler right there.
Really though,
Dude.
yeah.
He's like one of those guys where every time you see him in middle school or high school, they'll carry a duffel bag full of snacks.
Yeah, hey, like, hey,
So
man, you want
candy.
some little like
Yeah.
honey
Yo,
buns
bitch.
for $1 or
Yeah.
something?
You want some hot Cheetos?
I ain't got no Venmo, but I take
Yeah.
cash.
Yeah. I bet they still exist either now in high school. They're just like walking around with duffel bags. They don't even play sports. They just walk around in duffel bags full of snacks.
Yeah, for sure.
Those are the entrepreneurs of the future.
Yeah, man.
I'm telling y'all.
They're the drug dealers too.
But yeah, I mean, with my family, I know, like back when, like Smash 64, and then Melee was on the GameCube. I mean, we were still on that Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and that was when I guess you could say my competitive spirit kind of started to start. So we were all trying to be the best, and like I always got bodied, but even to this day, I can still body them. And then
Is that the one where you can only play one character, or can you play 3?
it's 3.
It's 3.
It's
Okay.
the most broken one
Okay.
out of all.
Yeah,
of them.
the cheapest stuff, like if you,
Cable,
yeah,
Sentinel,
like
all
you have
that.
to either hit them or die.
Yeah. It's like one hit and it's like 0.
You're dead.
Oh, okay. Is it the one that we played?
No, that's 3.
Oh, that's 3. Okay. So two, you can do that as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's cheaper. It's cheaper.
Oh, okay.
Did y'all ever play Fantasy Star Online?
No,
No.
but I've heard a lot about it. I don't know.
No,
I
that
wasn't
was-
into it.
That was the 14 of like the GameCube back then. Like you can
Yeah.
come over, have homies
Yeah,
over,
yeah.
and just play that all night.
Yeah.
What do you do? Is it an RPG? Or
Yeah,
something?
it's an RPG. It's pretty simple back
Okay.
then. You just do dungeons, quests.
Oh, so like
Cause
maybe like Diablo, if you like were to sit.
no,
You know.
it's like 14. Cause
Okay.
there's Fantasy Star Online 2 now, and it's still popular. Cause it was so successful, the first one. So I can only imagine how good it was back then.
Is it what was it made by, like Koreans or like Chinese? Do you know?
I'm not too sure on that.
Okay.
I think it's Koreans.
Okay. because I think I see a lot of memes like
Yeah.
you know how Blade and Soul
Yeah,
had
yeah.
thick ass thighs or like hips.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the same. I think I see the same like character creation memes from it. But no, that's cool. That's cool. Let's see.
I think video games are art. What makes you guys consider something art or not?
Art.
I feel like everything's art.
Everything
is
art.
Yeah.
Everything's art.
Well, how about you?
Or
How will
like,
you answer
You know
that?
how it's like more of like eye of the beholder kind of thing.
Yes. Like I would say, I mean, I can look at a picture of like a picture of a sunset and say, oh, that makes me feel like warm inside. And then another dude can say, oh, this picture's dumb as shit. Like I don't see anything. It's that little difference in the mindset.
I mean, ultimately, it's all like subjective. Like, you can look at a Picasso painting and be like, "Holy shit, this looks dumb as fuck." Like, that's
Yeah.
not art. But like video games, like these are these like handcrafted. Like, obviously, it's like computer programming. It's all really like
Everything's
intricate,
pretty
right?
handcrafted.
But-
even the art.
You know, the fact that you can interact with it and it's just like either this like super intricate like fighting game
Yeah.
or this like storyline that you follow. Like ultimately, I think it all boils down to like an art form, and that's the beauty of it all. But anyways,
What if you're like if you're an artist yourself, like
yeah.
you draw, that's interacting. So like,
Yeah.
yeah. So what's the difference? Are you saying like you would rather have it be in the form of a video game? Or
No, I'm just saying like all video game is like an art form,
okay.
and like I don't know, like
It's definitely on the person.
it definitely is, but something that really like bugs me about like, have you guys heard that like controversy like video games
Violence.
like violent video games
Yeah.
like yeah, boo, right? Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Like violent video games like lead people to have like violent tendencies. Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like that's bullshit.
I mean,
Alright,
it's just one of
so-
those Karens that like
Karen.
that believe like the vaccines and stuff. Like I don't know.
That guy got bullied by somebody that was playing like Gears of War or some shit.
But you know which video game is not art? Maple Story 2. That game sucks.
And Fortnite.
Yes, Fortnite. That game is dog shit.
Imagine hating on games you don't
Yeah, I
play.
know.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, it's yikes.
serious.
I'm just joking.
Nah, you're serious.
I don't personally like Fortnite, but like
You played with us.
yeah, I
He's
know.
serious.
It brings a lot of people
I
together,
think-
and really
yeah,
like
Yeah.
like what's a fucking art gallery? Like it brings people together. Yeah, Fortnite. I don't like it, but you know, it's a community, dude, and
Yeah.
that's like the beauty of it. You know, it's a nice thing. It's a nice thing.
mean,
that
I don't
video
like it
games bring
either.
people together.
I don't like it either, but I think it's a pretty good game
Yeah.
in terms of like it's fun. It's just like that playful fun.
It's a well-made game. I can acknowledge when something is well-made and still not like it. You know,
It was
like, I
fun.
can walk into an art gallery and be like, oh, you know, I don't like this piece.
I
But
played
I can still
Fortnite.
appreciate that someone put effort into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you know, I played Fortnite like when it started, like when it was getting big, and like now at this point, it's like way too much. At this point, like too many guns, like so many shit around the map.
Dude, they
you
got
know?
mechas now, dude.
Huh?
They got mechas.
Yeah, that thing. I played Fortnite again. I fought this mecha. It just one-shotted me. It was like ridiculous.
yeah, like it's just that
why is it there?
playful fun. Just
For fun.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of like sucks for like competitive, you know, but like I don't know, it's just one of those like think of it in the kids' view. Like
Yeah, there's
oh,
a
shit,
competitive mode.
That's so cool.
There's a competitive mode where it's like there's no mechs. But there's no mechs and like 500 materials, but like I couldn't do that because I just came back and they won't let you. Like I don't know why.
Oh.
I don't know. Video games are dope. Video games are all art.
Yeah.
You know, even Maple Story 2. I'm sorry, Dave.
No.
I'm sorry I shit on your game.
I think, yeah.
I'm terribly sorry. Please forgive me.
None taken. You are sensitive.
Man.
Here we go.
Nah, we ain't going anywhere. Shimmy.
we go.
Nah, I might.
I mean, Fortnite was cool at first when everybody was on that PUBG train. And then once everybody found out about Fortnite, that's when it blew up.
Yeah.
Right? Like I had like even James can second this. Like we had one of our managers. Yes. When Fortnite was on the mobile, that's when all hell broke loose.
I was working at my restaurant, right? And I was just the cashier at the time, and one of the managers was playing Fortnite on his phone, and someone came in to take an order, right? And I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm sweeping this table. So he had to go to the cash register and get the thing, right? And as a result, like, he lost his Fortnite game, and he roasted the fuck out of me. I was like, bro, like, I'm sorry, like, you shouldn't be playing your fucking Fortnite on your phone. What the hell?
Jesus.
Anyways, yeah, nah, it's a doozy. What do you guys think about mobile gaming?
think it's fine.
It's alright. The only problem with it is it's way too pay to win. Yeah, the mobility is good. Like, you can play anywhere, but that paywall is ridiculous and should not even exist. In the,
Do you guys think, like, the accessibility of mobile gaming and the fact that you can just hop on your phone and just play any game is either a boon to society or kind of like a detriment?
No, I think it's fine. I think
it's
it's
good.
Yeah, I
Good.
think it's a
Yeah.
good thing overall.
because you can play like your games that you used to play as a kid, like Final Fantasy VII. You can play that on the phone now,
Mm.
and I think.
But I
that's
think it kind of
cool.
speaks to, like, the fact that we can just do anything on our phones now. It's kind of like an overstimulation type of thing. If you ask me, like, a lot of the things, like, with the human condition, it's kind of just like accepting. Shut the fuck up, Brandon. Don't fucking do that. It's like, no, the fact that we can just access, like, whatever it is we want on our phone, like, anywhere. It's like, I think you should be able to, like, spend some time away, It doesn't
Then-
really,
Then you should do that. The phone doesn't force anyone to be locked into it.
but that's what, it doesn't
It's-
force them,
yeah,
but
exactly.
because of their,
It sounds like a personal problem at that point.
exactly,
So-
exactly. But a lot of people have personal problems,
Yeah,
and it
yeah.
draws them to it,
Yeah.
and they get sucked in, and they can't escape. And that's like, I don't know where I'm going with this.
No.
But, like,
I think
honestly,
I think it's
I
more
don't
like
think, like,
toxic.
it's kind of toxic. Sorry, I'm talking too loud.
no.
But
Sorry.
this kind of segues into, like, social media, I think. And it's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like we're constantly, okay, so, like, back in the day, we didn't have our phones, right? And
Yeah.
people had to, like, fucking send letters and shit to just communicate with, like, their significant other.
All right, back in the day, okay. Let's say we had no phones back in the day, okay.
Yeah.
Me, us five, we're on the bus, right? We don't know each other.
Yeah.
We're sitting down. We're not gonna talk to each other. We're just sitting down, looking at, I mean, we'll do a small talk, but at the end of the day, we don't really know each other. Do we really need to talk? Like, phone games, or like phone gives you something to do in general, like something you're interested in. Sometimes you just don't want to talk to people,
Okay, it gives
Like, you
you something
just-
to do, but, like, maybe, like, you should probably, like, spend your time, like, in solitude instead of just, like,
No,
distracting
like
yourself
like
with
I'm
your
talking
phone.
about, like, okay, let's say we're all at the bus, right? Going to a commute or whatever, right? And we're just sitting down. We're not gonna talk to each other,
Yeah, like 24, like the
Yeah.
whole time. Like maybe like the first 15 minutes, but then I don't know. Some of us fall asleep. Some of us go on our phone. Some of us
No, like
do other things.
No, but,
Yeah.
like, oh, man, I don't even fucking know how to get into
No,
it.
it's like I don't know. It's just the fact that people should take all good things in moderation. Like too much of a
Exactly.
good thing is a bad thing.
100%. But that's, like, I think, like, the, like, social media and, like, phone game, like, culture, it's just a distraction. It's like a distraction
Yeah.
from your life.
It's one of those things you can't trust people with.
Social media and,
Yeah, just
like, phone games in
Like,
general. Like, just
yeah.
the phone in general.
Not phone
Yeah.
games.
Yeah, just the phone. Because people
Yeah.
can't help themselves.
It's toxic. Say it again,
It,
Brandon.
it could be, yeah.
What? What's toxic?
It's toxic, bro. Anyways, sorry, but yeah,
Oh,
like, honestly, it's like you said, everything in moderation. Everything. I think Benjamin Franklin said that.
I have no idea.
That's a
I
quote,
don't-
dude.
I
It's
don't know.
Benjamin Franklin. One of our founding fathers. We should all pay attention to that. But yeah,
History, bro.
history, dude. Fucking, he discovered electricity.
I thought it was Thomas Edison.
No, he invented the light bulb.
Oh right, yeah.
Come
the
on,
light
Adam.
bulb.
who invented electricity?
No one invented electricity. Electricity is a natural phenomena.
Didn't you just say Benjamin Franklin invented electricity
No.
like 5 seconds
Did
ago?
I just say that?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna listen to this, and if you're gaslighting me, I'm gonna fuck you up.
All right.
All right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
All
fuck
right.
you
Yeah,
up.
fuck me up.
You know, maybe I did say that. Well, I'm sorry.
James does not have battle prowess. He will not fuck you up.
I don't have what? Say it louder.
Prowess.
Prowess in what?
Fighting.
This ain't fighting. This is talking.
You said you're gonna fuck him up.
Bitch, I got a silver tongue. Fuck
Oh my god, here we
Yeah.
go. Silver tongue.
you. Yeah. Bitch.
Hey guys, I play Castlevania. And I love Castlevania to the point I play Richter.
Shut the fuck up, Dave.
And-
Play Maple Story 2. No one gives a shit about that game.
Why is he mad?
Anyways, did you guys hear the Chick-fil-A sandwich? I mean, not Chick-fil-A, the Popeye sandwich. They stopped selling for a little bit because
Whataburger chicken sandwich.
yeah,
The honey butter biscuit sandwich.
Honey butter chicken biscuit?
Yes. That will never.
I think
haven't tried
just the honey
Popeyes.
butter.
I think the
itself
problem
makes
with
the
that
chicken,
is
like-
that they only serve it breakfast.
Yeah, because it's a privilege. You gotta like be in time for that.
What?
You know?
Or you can get it late night, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m.
yeah.
I mean, going back to social media, I think like our current generation, we're just doomed. And
Why?
We're just oversaturated with information. I mean, think about it. Like,
Isn't information good though?
information is good, but too much of it can cloud your
Yeah.
mental space a little bit.
I can see that.
But I mean, if you look at like our previous generation, and like in some of them, they're like always very kind and generous because they grew up in a time where they didn't have phones, right? I mean, think about it. The most prominent show during their time was the Care Bears, right? They shot
What?
love out of their chest, right? I never shot love out of my chest, but like I have on someone, you know. But that just goes hand in hand with like our current generation because since we're so bombarded with information, we can always have something to hate about, right?
Mm-hmm.
And my thing is, if you know too much about anything, right? Like we all have our personal problems in our inner circle, what's going on in our vicinity. But I mean, do y'all really care what's going on in outside of the U.S., right? With China, the Amazon rainforest.
I care.
No.
I care about
Mm.
Hong Kong actually
We
because they're
care.
fighting for their freedom
so
and
if
it's
you
a
care,
big statement.
But the problem is like we have so much of our own shit to deal with. Like you can say like, oh, thoughts and prayers, like that really fucking sucks.
yeah.
But like, you don't exhibit any like level of influence over that. So why would you waste your time like really worrying about it? I know that sounds really cynical.
I think it's because I know people that are there.
For
So-
sure, for sure. It's not
Have you-
wrong. I'm not trying to undermine like the situation at large. I'm just saying like the fact that we have the internet and we're exposed to all this information, it's not really like our like responsibility to I guess fucking worry about it. It's really sad, you know, like that whole like protesting shit. Like I don't know if you guys saw like the footage of the like riot police like fucking with the people in China or
Yes.
whatever.
Yeah.
Like that's just fucked. Like you see that on Reddit or whatever
Yeah.
media platform you frequent.
Yeah.
And it's like holy shit, like what the fuck is wrong with these people? But like there's so much other shit going on in our lives. Like we can't like waste our time like fucking like worrying about it. Like all we can really say is damn, that really sucks. And that's really sad. And I hope they get better cuz like in America we have so many other problems. Like I don't know, like racism.
Like speaking of
Shootings.
social media, like the negativity and shit.
The what?
The negativity or like like people like let's say school shooting, right? Like
Yeah.
that shit happens so frequently or whatever. And like back then it didn't really happen, but like now that social media like blew it up, now like it's like why is this a thing, This shouldn't be like this should be like a phenomenon or some shit, not like a frequent like you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
That's like the negativity of like social media.
Honestly, like you don't even have to go to school for journalism, right? I mean, we all have our phones. whoever's there at the situation can just bam right then and there.
Yeah, like World Star shit.
World star.
Yeah, you know what I mean, right?
Yeah. 21.
Nah, it's just like Brandon was saying earlier, like our overexposure to like information, it kind of becomes like a drain on us at large. I think. It's just sad. And it's something that we kind of just have to accept. Like, it doesn't have to be sad. Like, you just have to acknowledge the facts and kind of move on with your life. You know what I mean? Like, you can't fucking dwell on it. You know, all you just gotta do is fucking move forward. You know, and deal with whatever is right in front of you. You know, because as human beings, like, I think everyone has like a savior complex. We'd like to think like, oh, we can exhibit some level of influence over what is happening, like somewhere. Like, oh, you know, like you watch like think of fucking Avengers. Think of like superheroes, right? Like, oh shit, like they can do these great things, and we would all like to think that we can do it, but like really, we're just fucking plebs. We're just absolute fucking plebs, and it's not wrong to accept that you're just a fucking pleb, and all you can really do is do the best that you can for the people that are important in your life. Because I mean, what else can you want? You just gotta do what you can. That's straight facts, and that's why like media is kind of toxic.
Like, it's like, yeah, it sucks. People are like, they keep looking at their phones just to escape from the reality of, you know, of what's in front of them.
Yeah.
But there's also people that do it just because they actually just want to be on their phone, because they like, you know, they like to see what's happening, or like they like to read, like, because maybe they're just reading on their phone, or maybe they're just playing a game, or maybe, you know, just texting somebody, talking to somebody. But there are some people that are just can't stop looking at their phone just because either they're awkward about the situation that they're in right now, or it's just like, it's just a placement to, you know, to do, you know, to be not where they are right now in reality.
One thing that makes me more awkward than anything else, if like you're just standing next to someone or just like a friend, right?
And you're talking
You
to
have
them
the
and they're on their
conversation
phone.
with them, and it gets dry, and you know that it's getting dry, and then
They
next thing
jump
you know,
to
they
their
just
phone.
pull out to their phone, and it's like,
Yeah, that's not, I think like if you're with your friends, like, unless it's like, yeah, you're both not talking and that's it, right? If you're with your friends, I feel like be there with your friends.
It's just like it's like if
every
you're with
time I
your
go
friends.
with my high school friends, because my high school, like, we've never like, we didn't grow up with phones in high school, so we're like, I don't know. Every time we're with our friends, our phones are always down, like they're never present. So, like, I don't know. I feel like that's such a like cool thing. Even with when I'm with my older cousins, I went with him in Chicago, and he was with his friends. Like, no one was on their phone. It was like amazing.
Yeah.
But I think like when I was with you guys, with like Kevin and Tin and them, like
Yeah.
people, like most of them like jump to their phones like in like 5 minutes
The
after
second
talking.
something gets stale. it's
Yeah.
like, oh, let me pull out my phone and
Yeah,
distract myself.
they don't
from
just
the
like
current
keep
situation.
you know talking about something else, or there's like oh dude, remember that time, and you know, like they don't keep talking, they just go to their phones, or they like, you know.
But like staleness in a conversation isn't necessarily like a bad thing.
Yeah, it's not a
the
bad
conversation
thing.
Dies, like,
No, I'm not
I
saying
don't have
it's
to
bad.
pull out my phone and like fucking distract myself from the
It,
awkward
it
Yeah, like-
happens.
situation.
It
Like,
happens
it's not even that awkward
eventually.
in the first place. Like, okay, like your conversation died. Like, okay,
Yeah, like
big
like
fucking whoop.
like for example, right? Like
for example,
no, like
go
like
ahead.
I'm talking about like something like we don't really do, like we pull out our phone, right? Even if the conversation gets stale, we don't really like pull out our phone most of the time. Like we'll just pull it out just to see. But like let's say we're eating, right?
yeah.
Like me, Adam, Ryan, and James and Brandon, or something like that, right? Example. We don't really like to pull out our phone. If it gets quiet, it gets quiet. Like whatever, you know.
yeah,
Like
I
it's
think,
okay.
I think silence and like solitude, like within like your like friend group, is like kind of endearing in a sense. It's like it should be normal. Like if you can be like silent around someone.
Yeah, you
it
don't
means
have to
you really,
make
like,
small
care about them.
talks.
All right, Brandon. Think about like all the times at Fat Bow where we're just like fucking chilling, and like there's some dumb shit. We'll be having a conversation. Oh, I just fucking totally exposed us. Don't don't dox, please. But anyway, like yeah, we'll just be like talking or some shit, and then the conversation will die, and we'll just be chilling. It's not like, oh shit, Brandon doesn't like me anymore because we're not talking. Like it's not like that. It's just life. Like you don't have to be talking the whole fucking time. You don't have to be stimulated.
Yeah, or like
constantly by
you
anything.
don't. If you're like already acquainted to each other, you don't have to make small talks and shit.
Yeah, fuck small talk.
Yeah,
Okay,
like
not fuck small talk, but like it's
yeah, you can
it's
make
not
small talks, but
necessary.
like you don't have to like keep it going. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like silence should be okay. Silence, if you ask me, is a sign that you respect the other person. Sometimes I don't want to fucking talk. Sometimes I just want to be like chilling.
Yeah, because you're white.
Yeah, I get that.
No, because I'm like kind of introverted, to be honest.
You're fucking gay.
Good one. But yeah, dude, like you don't have to constantly be like distracting yourself from your current reality. Like it should just be fucking normal to just sometimes just be silent and honestly kind of sometimes be stuck in your head. Sometimes like you got to think about some shit. That should be totally fucking normal. It's like you don't have to pull up your phone and be like, oh, let me distract myself from my thoughts. It's kind of sad if you think about it. We should all be comfortable with ourselves. We should be able to accept that we're complicated human beings and that we have to sometimes just sit there and think. You know, it's not a fucking anomaly that you would have to do that.
Right. And I think that's all the time we got for today. Thank you so much for listening. We are Overplayed. I'm Adam. That's James.
Hello.
That's
Bye-bye.
Brandon.
What's going on, guys? Thanks for having me in the house.
No problem. Ryan.
All right, see
And we
y'all
got
later.
Dave.
Fuck Jimbo.